In 2016, I decided to move my woodworking business in hopes of growing it into something bigger. Now, only a few years later, people all over the Nashville area are inviting me into their homes to help create unique, one-of-a-kind pieces and make their dreams a reality. So follow along as I take you behind the scenes and show you what it takes to create these custom built-ins. This week's project is going to be pretty awesome. We are already part way through it. My guys are already here at the shop cutting stuff and getting things ready, and they've been working on that for about 2 days while I've been finishing up my previous project. And I am going to be starting on the doors for this project and getting everything painted so we can go ahead and start getting it installed. There's actually 2 projects in one. We have 2 very small shelves that we're doing with cabinets on the bottom, and then we're going to be doing a very large kind of laundry room, mudroom combination thing, which is really neat. It's going to have a nice solid wood top that I'm excited about, and it's going to have some shiplap across the back, and then everything else is just super custom shelving. So we are at this point just kind of cranking out the cabinet boxes and getting ready to do a lot of the install on site, which will be different than what we've been doing lately because we've been doing a lot in the shop. So this afternoon my job is to get the pieces ready for the bench top, and then also start to get some of the door pieces ready for my guys while they're working on the cabinet doors. Tomorrow we'll be painting and priming and maybe even start installing this thing by Friday. Tomorrow is Friday. By Monday. Mid-morning, day 2, I am heading out to go get some supplies, which is kind of cool. That's something that I'm not normally used to doing. I already got up this morning, did a consultation, and did a bunch of work back at the house and the shop before heading out here. But I had a couple things I realized I needed to get, so I went ahead and got my guys started on doing some of the face framing and things like that. I went ahead and got the LEDs wired before everybody got here this morning. And now it is my turn to go out and do something else because I can leave someone at home to do the work. That's kind of a cool feeling. I'm not gonna lie, I've not had that opportunity before, but my apprentice and my second carpenter are both proficient enough that they can be doing some of this stuff for me, so I'm excited. We're rocking and rolling on this project so far. Being able to have everything built ahead of time and the doors already done means that the doors are getting primed and the bench top is getting finished right now at my shop while we're doing the install. So this is kind of a cool thing. We have moved pretty quickly this month and I'm pretty impressed with how far we've gotten and how quickly we've gotten through the projects we currently have. So I'm heading out to get these couple of pieces that I need and get back and help the guys finish installing after I get some Taco Bell. Not a sponsor, but they should be. I know the ladies at the big box store are excited to see Yoshi, so he's coming with me. And it's just a good feeling to know that things are still rolling and we are still moving forward even when I'm busy doing something else. It has been a Monday. So this morning I decided to leave very early and go pick up some lumber from my local lumber supplier. On the way out, I had an empty trailer, which I thought would be a good idea for carrying all this lumber. And the interstate that I always drive on is so bumpy and so pothole filled. I didn't really think about the safety of it, but I did realize how unsafe having an empty trailer was when I went over a bridge, heard my tires squealing, and looked back to see my trailer airborne and bouncing back and forth on the road doing this. It actually came unhitched from my truck because it went so high when it bounced, and it wedged the jack underneath my bumper. It took me about 20 minutes to get it back off the interstate to where I could actually get it away from underneath the truck, pull the truck away, jack it back up, and hook it back up. Not to mention it's really scary having an 18-foot trailer just bouncing back and forth across the interstate behind you. Luckily there was nothing in there except for some of my basic tools and stuff. Almost all of the Ron Polk system doors and drawers held closed, so like literally only 2 things and a bunch of plywood fell over. So it was actually just more scary than anything, but that's kind of how it started. To cap it off, because of that experience, I was a little frazzled. I grabbed my lumber and started heading straight home and completely forgot that I was supposed to get gas right before I got back on the interstate. If you've ever driven an F-150, you know that when the gas gauge dings and says, hey, you have low fuel, you have exactly 2.7 seconds to find a gas station. And then you're out of gas. So as soon as my light dinged, I realized, oh man, I didn't get gas. Let me find the nearest gas station. One was 20 minutes ahead of me, the other 2 were 15 minutes behind me. By the time I was done checking to see where those gas stations were, I ran out of gas. So my wife luckily came and picked me up. I took a short 2-mile hike down to the on-ramp and she came and got me. We went and got gas. She brought me back to the truck, took off. Everybody's here, everybody's happy, everybody's safe. But I'm now 3 hours late getting my day started. Luckily the guys are here getting some stuff done for me. because I'm a little frazzled by this whole ordeal. But hopefully I can get my head back in the right space and we can get some work done today. And we will finish up getting everything installed like today and tomorrow, and hopefully have this one in just as quick as we did the other one. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Just like that, y'all, I am done. This project turned out way better than expected, and I absolutely love it. And the client does too. The original design got a couple of tweaks towards the end, which actually I think made it end up looking a little bit better. We added this really cool kind of pipe spot to hang clothes on instead of a regular, you know, chrome bar, which I think was pretty neat. The client loved it. They added like 6 hooks instead of 3, so it just, the whole laundry room looked amazing. The living room, however, the only issue we really had is that I didn't realize when I had used my LED strips that I had spooled some warm white LEDs around some cool white LEDs, and so when I was installing everything, I ran out of warm white LEDs and had to order more. Ordered them from the same company, but the color was just slightly off, and we didn't notice it until after I had everything fully installed, fully wired, fully soldered, and fully glued in and painted. So that kind of sucked. So lesson learned, whenever I'm installing LEDs, I'm not going to be using any older LEDs. I will be using brand spanking new for every single project, because just like paint, they just may not match from batch to batch. So needless to say, I had to replace those. That took a hot minute, but we got them done, got everything touched up, and it looks really freaking good. I'm excited to get started on the next project. Not really, because I'm kind of getting tired of barn doors, and the next project involves a lot of barn doors. But as you can probably hear, my guys are here working and got a little bit of good news for the shop. We are actually going to be moving into a new space starting on Monday. So that is only going to add to the chaos, the fact that I'm already about a month behind on my current schedule. I'm booking for September. I've got 2 huge jobs coming up in the next couple of months that are going to take a very long amount of time. Customers are breathing them down my neck, and we are trying to get all of this crap moved to a second location and a new, bigger, better shop, which is going to take a lot of time and money to set up. That's 2 things I don't have. But forget about the announcements. We'll save that for the end of the video where you usually skip on to the next video. In the meantime, let's check out these beauty shots. Thanks for watching, y'all. Hey, listen, if you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram. I am at PMK Woodworking on Instagram. You can find me on there. You can check out some of the projects I'm doing, check out some of the quick tips and things that I put, and definitely check out my stories just to see the general shenanigans that are happening in the shop around here. And as we go into the new shop, I'm going to be posting a lot of stuff on there in my stories, so you can follow along as we go instead of waiting a month for me to post a video. Find me on Instagram, hit me up if you have any questions. I would love to answer them and chat with you guys. While you're online, go ahead and check out Facebook and hit up the group Makers Brag Book. That's a group that I have started that is a competitively positive group for people to just post their brag shots of all the things that they make, whether it is cosplay to woodworking to, you know, just general making. I want to see what you guys are making, and this is not a place for advice, this is not a place for questions, this is literally just a place to show off what it is you've done. And I think that's pretty cool. I've got a link for that in the description, so definitely check that out and request to join. If you want to get some PMK Woodworking swag, you can check out my Teespring store, or you can also check out my Etsy store. Now, on my Etsy store, I've got some of the things that I make, like pins and cutting boards, things like that, but I've also got plans, and a lot of those plans are for these specific videos, and some that I haven't even made videos for yet. I'm getting into the plan making game, which is a lot of fun. I'm super enjoying it, so I want you guys to check it out, buy some plans, support this channel, and build yourself some awesome stuff. Check out my Amazon store if you have any questions about some of the products used in this project or some of the other projects that I've done. I list a lot of them there with pictures so you can click through and click on the products. And if you buy things on Amazon, I get a couple pennies, and that helps support this channel and this channel only. So I think that's pretty much it. I've run out of stuff to talk about, and it's my birthday, so I'm gonna go inside and just do nothing for the weekend. So thanks again for watching, y'all, and we'll catch you next time.